so sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better.
The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Today we've got another installment of the International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Mexico City. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Keep walk. Hey, Rimley. Yellow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
First carry for Darius Geis. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
56.
Play action. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hold on these two. Let's go, Wolverine. You must be
from the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Attack, attack! 53 at the mic. No game on this defense, no game.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Geis. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check, check. Check 1-3. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Under 10. 10. Watch the edge. No. Off. Real. Bang. Squeeze. Bang.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Mike 5-4.
Now Haskins on first down. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
7-7, our score after one. throwing now. Haskins on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now, right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 51 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, team.
On first down, it's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Push him back.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning this first.
Let it go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Right there.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Agba with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This will be, 38 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down. At the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Squeeze down the line. Check. You got tight.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On the ground, it's Geis. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch twins.
Now Haskins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
On second and goal, Haskins. That is incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Switch up. Mike.
On third and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Check. Go.
Again, it's Haskins. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes will try again on second down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The end result, 21 yards. Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Crunch time, defense. Let's go, let's go.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to wind up, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Haskins will throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks. Lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit... Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Hey, 43, 43, same team. 53, check it out.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
So don't say nothing.
Mike, 53.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Hey, 43, 15. Check nickel. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He's coming. 15.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Robinson's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Mike, 53, Mike.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Attack! Shoot.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 53.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Mahomes going to throw it here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.